What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan and a happy Wednesday to everyone. I hope you're enjoying your midweek. It is Shield Hero Wednesday, and this is an exciting week for Shield Hero because the worst arc of the Shield Hero franchise has now come to an end. So, if you've made it to this seventh episode, I think it's safe to say we definitely survived through a pretty sloppy arc. So, one of the few reasons that I'm not overly upset with the fact that the first arc of this second season was not really that great is because the author themselves said they regretted writing it. And when an author is able to humble themselves and acknowledge that they probably shouldn't have wrote an arc, well, I'm not going to hit them. I'm not going to hit them while they're already down. Now, I understand a lot of people were very lit down. You know, we had just a phenomenal second half of the first season. The whole first season was great, but especially the second half, Nafumi clearing his name, our girl getting her new name, and then of course All Glorious Glass and her gang showing up to tear things up. These were really great moments that really helped define the first season, and that spark has really been missing in this second season. Now, despite that being the case, I'm still giving the first arc a passing grade. It's getting a 6 out of 10. And as I've told y'all in my previous videos, my ratings is anything a 6 and higher means that it passes. It barely passes, but it passes. And the reason that I'm giving it a 6 is because episodes 5 and episode 6, you could definitely tell they did the very best they could with what they had to work with to save the arc, to save the season, and to get people engaged leading into this second arc, which so far is looking like it's gonna be really damn good. So I'm asking all of you, we've made it to this point. Let's refresh our mindsets. Let's refresh our thoughts about how we feel about the second season. And let's see how this second arc goes. As you can see on the screen now, this was our poster reveal for the second arc. Looks like we're going to be in a more feudal type setting. But above all, it looks like there are definitely going to be some changes to our party. They have gone to another world now, thanks to the sacrifice of Os. Rest in peace, Os. Thank you for coming through at the very end of the first arc. I wish you had just been written better, because I think you would have been a really good character had you just been written a little better. But her sacrifice has now made it so that Nafumi and his team can now go into another world. And this is tremendous. And one of my first thoughts with this is they're now in a whole nother world. Are they going to have all their powers? You know, are they even all going to be together? Like, what we have no idea what's going to transpire now that they have entered this other world now. And if it follows normal logic when you're going into another universe and stuff like that, sometimes your powers carry over and sometimes they don't. I'm very concerned to see, you know, are they going to be starting from scratch in this new world? Are we basically in a whole nother Shield Hero universe now? And I'm very interested to see how this plays out, guys. So enough talking. We've made it through the first 6 episodes. Let's refresh our minds. Let's get excited again for the second season. Let's get excited for this second arc. The title of episode 7, and this is our first run into the new world. This episode is titled Infinite Labyrinth. So let's go ahead and get this started. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, who's this? Ooh, who's this? Okay, I'm assuming that was Nafumi in this gang. Okay, the world doesn't seem destroyed though. So that's a good thing at least. I'm glad it wasn't on fire or something. Oh, we're in jail. Hey. Oh, okay, so they did get split up. Great. I guess that could be expected. It did. Oh boy, it did. Their reset. Oh, their reset. Transformation requirements not met. Oh, hell. She reset too. Oh, she reset. Everything's back to oh boy. So yeah, we're reset. We're back to square one again. A new world, new beginning. Which hopefully means new life for this season. Useless heroes, I swear. Oh! I can't wait to see this new girl. Oh! Ooh. Okay, well, at least they're not locked in. There's progress there. A lot of things are different than they were then. Or is the world itself a labyrinth? Which would actually be truly a worst case scenario. Oh, this actually isn't good. Alright, so there's different labyrinths here. Everyone's been reset to one. Philo is missing. The sea ends in nothing, so they'll probably disappear if they go in the sea. We have no idea where this forest goes. We're pretty fucked. Also, even if our enemy did try to reset them, I think they would have had consequences anyway because they entered a world that didn't belong to them. White cardboard. Well, yeah, Rough Eyes because she just has a sword that doesn't match her right now. Otherwise, she'd be fine. I don't know if I'd be trusting the water. Damn. Yeah, without all his strength, he can definitely be harmed now. Neither do I think you can either right now. Ooh! Oh, damn! Yeah. Kazuyama Kizuya. She's the other hero. So she is. So she's probably the last one that was missing from Larkin, the hunting hero. Yes, just not from this world. Oh wow. Oh, Raphael, no need to be like that. Oh. Mm. Yep. So they were all together. Ah, legal. Outstanding. Stop. Stop. Oh. Please don't ask. Please don't ask. Oh man. Yeah, but you really don't have a choice right now. You are I think you are the lowest of them all at only 9 right now. Oh. So it's truly only meant for hunting and not people. Okay, so it's not the world, just this area that she got captured at. But it's oh, so you're 18. You've been here a good chunk of your life. Of course, I can assume that this whole prison was created by Kyo. Yeah. But at least this makes our job simpler now. We know where to get out. Where it goes is a different story. Right. Oh, so this might not even be anything at all. Of course. With bugs, you just break it by force. Since the person who created this never thought that someone would even think of something like this. Nor would she have had the knowledge. That worked out abnormally well. Well, just like that. All right. And actually, I'm fine with them getting that part of it resolved so that we can get on to the world itself. This is one of those cases where even though they handled the labyrinth within one episode, it meshes well with the fact that we don't actually have a lot of episodes to burn with this season, since I believe this is only a 12 or 13 episode season. So I like it. I like that decision, and I thought it was done nicely. Particularly because it makes sense that Nafumi would understand certain things that she wouldn't know. She's been locked away for years. Probably know about no bioplants and everything like that. So, also it's clear that her belief in herself was a lot lower than someone like Nafumi, which, with what he had to come from, he just knows how to get out of pretty much anything now. parting in the snow. All right. Whew. All right, so thoughts about episode 7, Infinite Labyrinth. As I just said, I'm actually fine with that part being handled in the way that it was. I think it was done nicely. We got to be introduced to Kizuna, the one that we obviously saw in the banner, and I've heard a little bit about her. And I'm definitely glad to see her join. She seems like she's going to have a personality that will mesh relatively well, and also we now know that she is the 4th cardinal hero from this world that Glass and Lark are a part of. And she obviously was captured by the enemy and thrown in an infinite labyrinth, a labyrinth which I can only assume was created by Mr. Mastermind himself. So, I definitely am looking forward to her presentation, and I think that she was presented a lot better than our intro into Os was. So already we can only go up from here. Obviously, we get to see little Raftalia again, so it's been a long time since we've seen Raftalia tiny again. Also, I like how my man Nafmi straight up called her a lolly hag when she said she was 18, which I'll be surprised. I was surprised that she was legal also, so there you go. So, there you go, community. You can run rampant now. She's legal. No, please behave. Please, for the God of everything, behave. Yeah, so she has been stuck in here for God knows how long now. We're going to assume somewhere between 3 and 5 years now. We don't know how long that these Cardinal Heroes have been attempting to handle things in their world. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how things are going to progress now that they've made it out the labyrinth, and now we are going to officially start our journey through this world. So I'm very excited. Again, I said this when I started this reaction, that, you know, I'm going into this second arc with a lot more hope and promise than I did the first arc, and I'm willing to be fair to the rest of this season if this arc does a really good job of portraying the story it wants to portray, which I think it's started off relatively well. So, of course, I need to be fair here. Because the first part of this season was so weak, this second arc is going to have to be near perfect. Every episode is going to have to be a 9 or greater in order for me to consciously be able to give the second season an 8, which at the present moment an 8, well actually not at the present moment, an 8 is the highest I can give it. I could give every episode after this a 10 out of 10, and because of how poor the first season was, the first arc was, the highest I'd be able to give this would be an 8 out of 10. But that's good, because I want to be able to judge the merits of each arc separately from themselves. And so I think this is a good start. I like Kizuna, I do. I'm really looking forward to more of seeing her personality and what's really going on in this world. And obviously, we have to find Philo because Philo is missing now. So with that said, this was my reaction to episode 7 of The Rising of the Shield Hero, and the first episode to the new arc. I really hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode yourselves. So if you did like the reaction and you're liking this content, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when new content becomes available, hit the bell icon. With that said, welcome to Arc 2 of the second season, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another episode of The Rising of the Shield Hero. Till then, catch you later. Hey guys, so just finished up my reaction, and I wanted to add this part to the end just as one last comment. Shortly after I finished recording this reaction, of course, I went to check the Crunchyroll comments and other forum boards to see how my reaction fared with the rest of you, and it seems we're pretty split down the middle. One of the big things that I'm hearing from all the light novel readers, which seems to be pretty consistent across the board, is that there were major changes with when Raftalia appears. Apparently in the light novel, Raftalia does not appear until much later, and is with an entirely different group. So I, at the present moment, want to just put on record that this does not change my reaction to the fact that I did favorably enjoy this episode and completely agreed in it being resolved in one episode. There were some other complaints that apparently it took 3 chapters to resolve the Labyrinth thing, but I'm going to be fair. We all complained a lot, very vocally, about things dragging during the Spirit Tortoise arc. Come on, guys, let's not do that. it's clear that all we were going to be doing is watching people level up again for 3 episodes when we only really have 6 or 7 episodes left of this season. I'm going to be fair, even if this was a 24 episode season 2, we've already been there, done that. We complained a lot about things dragging and being unnecessary in the first arc of the second season, and we've already had enough of our training stuff with the first season when Nafumi was first getting used and him and Raftalia were first training, which I think was more than sufficient to help us understand how training goes in any of these worlds. That is not an issue to me. I disagree that it's a problem to me. I did not need them to take 3 episodes to cover them fighting off monsters to get their level back up just to get to where we're at. We've had enough problems with this season, and at this stage in the game, we need to get straight to the action, straight to the plot, straight to the things that really matter. So I understand the frustration from light novel readers for the fact that Raftalia shows up later, and apparently there are certain events that I'm going to completely avoid. I now know that I'm not going to be able to look at comments now in any of the forums because there's going to be massive spoilers, so I like to do blind reactions as much as I can for you guys, so I'm not going to look at any more reactions because that's spoiler enough that she apparently was not even supposed to appear right now. I'll see if things mesh well when we get to the end of the season, and then I'll make a comment if I think that it would have worked better for her showing up later or now. But just wanted to throw that out there for anyone that is a light novel reader that watched my reaction and thinks that I was more favorable of the episode than you would have been. I respect that, but I still stand with my reaction. I think that I enjoyed this episode enough that I'm interested to see how they play it out. So again, let's keep an open mind. And again, I'll catch you guys next week.